some time back you were talking about Saturn and Mars. A lot of astrologers, when Saturn and Mars is placed together in a house, they think it's bad. But there are some astrologers who are researchers and who are of the opinion that it is good because Mars can control Saturn. And there are astrologers who give remedies for Saturn Mars together. So do you think these remedies should be avoided if Saturn and Mars are together?
No, Saturn and Mars, I feel, is a very great combination to have. And it should not be feared. Even though in the astrological community, many people feel that they are enemies. You know why? Because I told you the whole concept of Saturn and Mars is fight or flight. Saturn stands for truth, and Mars wants to be a fighter, a warrior, a revolutionary who wants to bring transformation. Saturn is the common masses, and Mars is all kinds of uniform services, which means fire brigade. You see paramedics. You see, the military, the army, the police. So somebody who tries to enforce laws which have been created. Saturn is the common man who says, look, I cannot follow all the laws because, I am more concerned about my basic necessities, which is my food, shelter, the Maslow's hierarchy, which shows about, what is your basic needs and necessities. That is Saturn. So if you really think about what is Saturn is your legs. And what is Mars? Mars are your arms, which does. So can you live without your arms and your legs? No. Legs are the ones which take you to a position to do your karmas. Hands are the ones which are acting and doing it. Your Mars is your hands. Your creativity comes from your Mars. So Mars and Saturn are very important. They are like those two phases of your sleep. Dream state is Mars. And the deep sleep state is Saturn. Why do we need enough rest? If you don't have enough rest, then you will have ailments. What is ailments? Is the other side of Saturn. If you become easily, susceptible to ailments, why? Because of Mars. If your body immunity is not good, your body immunity is Mars. You get easily cold, cough when the weather changes. Your Mars is weak. Your immunity, body immunity is weak. So Saturn Mars is a very great combination for people who want to be extremely successful. I will not say it is a bad combination. I'll say it's an extremely good combination. But you have to see from different perspective, from which house it is being formed, where is the yogas being formed. Yogas means unions. So Saturn Mars is a great union.
So talking about remedies, I have to ask you here that there are certain astrologers who just give you remedies. They see something is wrong, some planetary combinations which they think is wrong. For example, Saturn and Mars. Like you say, there is no need of doing any remedy, but there are astrologers who give you random remedies. And I have also seen remedies backfiring very badly. So there are fixed karmas and there are karmas which we can do remedies for. How do you see these fixed karmas through astrology, and how can you tell when to do remedies and when not to do remedies?
Okay, that's a very good question. Now I'll tell you the remedy part of it, and then I'll come to saying which are fixed and which cannot be remedied. And there is drida karmas, adrida karmas, and there is drida adrida karmas. Drida means it is fixed karmas. So there is no remedies that will work for it, which is, we say in some way, it is prarabdha. It is destined. Remedies will not work. So don't even attempt to do that because it's your prarabdha. There are certain karmas which you can definitely remedy. Okay. But in that also, there are easy remedies. So that's why our zodiac signs, our rishis, what they have done is they have given, there are three categories, what is called as chara, sthira, and dvisvabhava. Chara means it's movable. It can be changeable. It is ephemeral. It is very easy. If the karmas are happening in a chara rashi, then it's easy to remedy that. But if the karmas are happening in a sthira rashi, which means it's fixed, okay, it is fixed, then you have to see in the divisional charts also, is it fixed? The same planet is being fixed, then you cannot remedy it. is Stira. The only person who can probably give you that remedy for the fixed karmas is Shiva. Okay. Chara is like movable. That is easy, but there is no worship for it. You can do some small remedies, it will work for you. Dvisvabhava, you have to put in a little effort to get the healing, which means it's dual. It's Vishnu. It's not easy to appease Vishnu, but you can appease Vishnu. So when you say remedies, what remedies to do and what not to do, it has to come from the tattvas, Panch Mahabhutas. This is the most important concept which people fail to understand. For example, if it is fire sign that we see, fire is about your future. Fire signs means you can light a lamp, you can light a candle in a church, you can light a lamp or a diya in a temple or any place. It's called deepam. Fire can be healed by lighting or bringing light into somebody's life by counseling them, helping them to see the light. That is also a way of trying to heal that energy which is coming through. So giving light or lamp or bringing light into somebody's life. Then the remedy is for when you say earthy signs, that is when you wear something on your body. You bring in yantras, mandalas, gemstones, rudrakshas, all of these which are wearable. Because earth is whatever comes from earth, metals, minerals, stones, semi-precious or non-precious stones, rudrakshas, or you bring in things that are nature is providing you. Then you say remedies which are mantras. That is when your air signs are very strong. That's when mantras will work. Going on pilgrimages, going to specific, temples, gurudwaras, synagogues, mosques, and churches will help you. See, there is a deeper science that we probably cannot discuss in today's discussion is about what kind of places or temples you visit or churches you go to. A church on a mountain or a temple on a mountain, a temple near a river, a temple near a lake, a temple on a plain area where there is a lot of fields around. Those also will matter. Then when you go to a particular deity, is the deity sitting position? Is the deity standing position? Is the deity in sleeping position like Vishnu? He's in reclining position. Like the most famous temple is the Ananta, Padmanabha Swami temple in Tiruvananthapuram. He's in a sleeping position. So that also matters which deity you're worshipping in what disposition is. Is he standing? Tirupati, Balaji, he's completely standing straight. You look at Krishna, he's never standing straight. He's got a little bit of bent. You see his flute he's playing, and that is his position. So that also Krishna has to be worshipped. He's never standing straight. You see Lord Sri Ram is always standing Gambhir. Krishna has a mischievous smile. You will not see that mischievous smile on Ram's face. Ram is, Kodanda, which means he's holding a bow and an arrow in his hand and he's standing there. He's firm. And then water signs is when you do donations. Abhishekam, which means hydration. So you have to imbibe the remedies have to be done. First, you have to check whether it can be remedied, it cannot be remedied. If it's stira, it is fixed karmas. You can go to any of the remedies, do charity, do donations, nothing will work for you. So only when water signs or water element is involved, that is when we do. So just to summarize it, I just say fire is future. If you are future oriented, then fire will help you, which means lighting a lamp, diya. Water is past. If you are holding on to your emotions baggage, then water is like giving donations. That's why you'll see a lot of remedies related to flowing things in water. Why? In river, you don't put things in a still water. You say flowing water. Why? That element that is bothering you has to go away from you as quickly. The more force the water is flowing, the more force that thing will go away faster from you. If it is a slow moving water, you put the thing, the remedies also will come very slow. But imagine the force of the water is taking everything very, very fast. Throw an item in there, it's going to take it away from you because the element has to move away from you. Donation is the same concept. Why? We are giving away something and we are trying to heal that energy which is we want to get rid of. So don't do remedies, just without knowing this knowledge, because people do a mistake. If you are giving remedies of things which are you're letting go of your fifth house and your ninth house, these are the most benefic. You'll never do donations or dan related to your fifth house and your ninth house. They are your Lakshmi Sthana. Lakshmi. Would you like to give your Lakshmi away? Would you like to give your fortunes away? Would you like to give your luck away? No, you don't want to. So that's why don't just take remedies which are generic. Remedies have to be tailored and personalized. You cannot just do remedies which are just found on the internet. Somebody is saying, do this remedy, do that remedy. First, is that remedy suitable for you? It might suit other people, but it might not be suitable for you. So you have to pick and choose. First, understand whether there is remedy written in your chart. That's the first point. Only then do it. Second point, if it can be remedied, how long that remedy has to be done? Which means, is it easy? Sometimes people just go and flow something in the water, next moment your work is done. Because it's chara, which means it's very quick. Chara means fast, swift, chara rashi. But dvisvabhava, which means your dual signs, they would need 43 days, 48 days. It's called one mandala. Bhuta Shuddhi. Bhuta means Panch Mahabhutas. Bhuta Shuddhi has to happen over 43 or 48 days. You have 27 nakshatras, you have 12 rashis, and you have 9 navagrahas. So, 27 plus 12 plus 9. Those many number of days you have to do the remedies for to help you to get you the benefit. That is one Bhuta Shuddhi, one mandala. Okay, let me also tell you, remedies have to be done based on the Panch Mahabhutas, and that is what we do when we go to a temple. See, there are 5 ways, Panchopachar, how we offer our remedies to the deity. It is called Pancha Upachar. Okay, what are those Panchopachar? Prithvi Tattva, which means earth element. What we do, we offer fragrance to the deity. Fragrance is, we say Chandanam Samarpayami. We are offering them Chandanam, sandalwood. Then next is Jala Tattva, water. We say Naivedyam Samarpayami or Phalam Samarpayami. We are giving them, we are preparing a kheer or a pudding. What we are offering is water. To offer water, we are saying Naivedyam. Naivedyam is, we are giving a pudding or a kheer that we make at home. We offer it to the deity, or we give fruits to the deity. That is water element we are offering. Then we offer Deepam Samarpayami, which means I'm giving you a lamp, ghee lamp, and then we give different oil lamps. They also have significance. So we are giving, lamp is fire element, Agni Tattva. Then Dhupam Samarpayami, we are giving incense sticks, Dhupam. That is Vayu Tattva. And finally, we are giving Akash Tattva by saying Pushpam Samarpayami, we are giving flowers, different colors of flowers. So we are actually, by doing this, is called a complete puja. What? Prithvi, Jala, Agni, Vayu, Akash. So what are we doing with the earth? We are offering Chandanam. Chandan means sandalwood, perfumes, like we give musk, oil, kasturi. We give different kinds of things which are fragrant to the deity. Then Jala, which is water element, we offer Naivedyam. Naivedyam is like we prepare some kheer, some paisam, or some fruits. Then fire element, we offer lamp. Air element, we offer incense sticks. And for Akash Tattva, we offer flowers. This is how we worship the deity. This is the concept of Panch Mahabhutas. And this is also the concept of Panchamrita. Pancha Amrita, 5 elements we are offering, which are coming from, what is it? Milk. What are you doing when you're offering a few drops of milk to the deity? We are healing the moon in our chart, our mind. When you are offering honey, we are rectifying the sun in our chart. Give a few drops of honey to the deity. Then we give dahi, or white yogurt, curd. So when you give that, we are rectifying the Venus in our chart. Then ghee, which is fat, clarified Indian butter. We're offering that Jupiter is being healed in our chart. Okay. Then we give sugar, which is not the normal sugar what you use for your coffee. What we say is mishri, or we say, rock sugar. Okay, rock sugar, or good, which we say Jaggery. You offer that, you are rectifying the Mars in your chart. So we have 5 visible planets besides the sun and the moon, which are the luminaries. So we are offering these elements to the deities. We are offering Dhup, we are offering Saturn, we are offering, so we're doing all of these every day. This is a remedy we're doing.
Would honey also be Mars?
Honey in, Lal Kitab is Mars.
Okay.
Anything which is sugary can also be Mars. Sugar syrup, malpuas, jalebi is, the sugar syrup is Mars, but jalebi is like yellow color, Jupiter.
Okay.
Offering different savories also. Savory you can always give as gifts, but you don't give anything which has salt in it, generally. Besan ka laddu is very good. We offer it to deities. Motichur laddu, yellow in color, we offer that because you're offering Jupiter. Besan is, Jupiter. So anything sweet can be offered. Sweet is also Jupiter. Mars is also sugary. Any sugary syrup, gulab jamun, sugary syrup is there. There is, Mars.
Would I be right in saying that mantras are a better form of remedy rather than, anything else like donation or these remedies that you're talking about, these ritual remedies that you're talking about at the temple? Do you think mantras would supersede them in terms of a remedy?
It doesn't mean it supersedes. It is just, you have to understand what is mantra. Tra. Whenever you see a suffix coming as tra for any Sanskritized word, the suffix which comes as tra means an instrument, an apparatus for something. Nakshatra. Naksha means map. It's a sky map. Okay, map of the sky, Naksha. Or a region. Okay, tra, which means a apparatus or an instrument to study the sky map. Nakshatra. Mantra, an apparatus or an instrument to control your man. That's why you are using that mantra. Tantra. Tan means body. Yantra, which is a mixture of mantra and tantra coming together, is yantra. So tra, as I said, anything that comes as a tra is an apparatus or a thing. So it doesn't mean that mantras are always better. And remember, with mantra, you can never just take a mantra and start reciting. You have to be initiated into it by a teacher or a guru. There are certain mantras which are called as Taraka mantras that you can recite even without an initiation. Like, chanting the names of Lord Shri Krishna, Lord Shri Ram. These are Taraka mantras. Om Namah Shivaya. These are our Taraka mantras. You don't need an initiation by any guru. But Gayatri, you need an initiation. Your father initiates you, and your father was initiated by his father. So there is a lineage there which has come through Vishwamitra Rishi, which is we call as Savitri Gayatri. So mantras cannot just be taken and started reciting. And who is a guru? Why is a guru? Somebody who has chanted that mantra several thousands or lakhs of times, then he gets a siddhi, mantra siddhi. Only then he can give that mantra siddhi to somebody, and then it becomes effective for you. So mantras have various stages. There are kilakas. Kilakas means locks. Certain mantras are locked. Only a guru can unlock it and give it to you. So when you are saying mantras, just don't go to YouTube, get some videos, listen to it, and then start reciting those mantras. They might not even work for you. Sometimes it can backfire. Why? Pronunciation, intonation. Intonation means when to give that pause, when to increase the. That is also very important in mantra. Have you seen how go to a Vedic Pathshala? You will see how they are reciting, these students in a Vedic Pathshala. They are reciting their mantras many times, and they are sitting and rhythmic. Mantras have to come from your from your stomach. It's not coming from here. So Vedic Pathshala, they keep reciting thousands of times. That's when they become perfect with the mantra.
Is that why certain mantras like say Shri Suktam or Lalita Sahasranam, are these mantras supposed to be heard instead of reciting them? Because if you're not trained in reciting these mantras in the way that they're supposed to, things can not go the way we want them to. So is that why some certain mantras are supposed to be only heard and not recited?
See, Sahasranamams can be recited because that is not a mantra.
Okay.
Mantras are like, what is Suktam? Suktams are ode toward the deity. It is coming from Rig Veda. And Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, especially Sam Veda, they have certain ways it has to be recited.
Okay.
And it has to come through a particular means only. But Sahasranamam you can. Vishnu Sahasranamam is for everybody. It is not a mantra. It is just names of Vishnu. And that's the best form that has been given by, Bhishma Pitama to Yudhishthira. He said how you are going to, after him, how you are going to take the kingdom forward. So he said, Lakshmi Sahasranama, Lalita Sahasranama, these are not mantras. These are chants of names. You can do that. You don't need initiation for that. But it's better to listen, which has been recited by trained Vedic priest. Yes, I would say it's best not to recite them if you have not been trained into it or initiated into it. You can listen to it. Listening also has equal power of giving you the results.